Hey, it's Marilyn Devonish here from transformationstm.com, just testing out a new bit of kit in terms of a survey which you can access via a QR code. I have been using QR codes for probably about 5+ years, if not longer, and they have been making a resurgence lately. And this one is creating a survey which you can then just kind of publish as a QR code. So what I am going to do is put that up on screen. Now, of course, if you're watching me on your device, you're not be able to point your device at it. However, if you have, let's say, an iPad handy, or you happen to be holding your phone, I would be very grateful if you could point it at the QR code. Let me know what happens. Where do you land? Does it work for you? What should happen traditionally? Actually, let me do it on this while I'm about it. Actually, I'd have to open my iPad properly rather than doing it just with the picture. Right, I could test it myself, actually. Give that a go. All right, so what should happen is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that there. You get a note coming up that is asking you, do you want to open it in Safari? So you hit yes. This is on an iPhone, of course. And then what should happen, let's do that, is it should take you to that page. So I just want to make sure, in terms of what device are you on, what are you using, because of course not everyone's on an iPhone, you might be on an Android. So give it a go, point your device at said screen, let me know what happens. And if you happen to be working remotely, if you happen to be working from home, please do fill the questionnaire in, because I am actually really collecting data in real time. For those of you who don't know, actually I might even have it here in the stack that I can show you why I'm doing this. Let me see. Have I got it here? So that's that. I might not have it in this particular stack. I suppose I could load it. Just having a oh, I have. There we go. Right. So the reason is, for those of you who don't know, I have also been working as a flexible working implementation consultant since 2003. So if you're watching this in real time, that was 17 years ago. So before the words remote working, smart working, working from home, flexible working, they were not on anyone's lips. We actually had to, one of the biggest battles was actually getting organizations to even believe that it could be possible to have staff work from home. So I've been doing this for a long time. I've also been working from home myself for coming up to 20 years, and I've been doing online training, online coaching, and online therapy since 2005. And running full 1, 2, and 3 day workshops for coming up to the last 5 years now. As those of you who have, let's say, done my PhotoReading video webinar workshop, etc., will know. So the survey is really to then start kind of feeding into that. I've got a couple of pieces coming up that I'm going to be writing for. A couple of, I definitely saw that one here in the stack. So I've done a number of articles this year. A lot of them are around remote working, smart working, how to do remote interviews, how to manage teams remotely. So some of that data is going to feed into some of the research and background stuff that I'm doing for some of the publications you can see here on the screen. So it would be really, really handy to, and thank you to those of you on my e-newsletter list who have filled it in just using the traditional link. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so it's definitely going to be very useful for me to look at what do I want to design next. I'm also thinking of running a more public video webinar about remote working, strategies for working effectively from home, because there is more to it than being at home and working, as I think many people have discovered during lockdown. So I do want to use the data for that as well, and that's going to help me decide, okay, what do I want to design? I will also, if I do decide to run it, I'll include some elements from the book. So this, I co-authored 2 books during lockdown. This is one of them, and have written chapters in both, about one of them about remote working, one of them about flexible working. So some of that is going to feed into kind of what I design and put into the webinar. So I would be really, really grateful if you could point at the camera and just make sure it works, it's all good. And let me know if you have any challenges with that, because it'll be really great to feed back to the organization as well and just let them know that it's all a-okay. Brilliant. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you know anyone who is working from home, particularly if they are struggling and having that whole thing where it's Groundhog Day, they're climbing the walls, or they're finding that they're lethargic, they're tired, they're getting into that thing with regards to burnout, where all of the days are rolling into one, where productivity is being impacted, or they're actually now starting to work longer hours, please feel free to put them in touch. It will be brilliant, and feel free to send them the QR code for this survey as well. If you've got any questions, if you've got any queries, drop me an email, marilyn@transformationstm.com, and Marilyn is Marilyn at trance, TRANCE, F for Freddie, so FORMATIONS, Marilyn at transformationstm.com, and drop me an email, and I can also send you the traditional link to the questionnaire if your only device is a phone, so you can't point your phone at the QR code. Brilliant. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Thank you to those who are giving it a go, and thank you for those who share it as well. I really, really appreciate it, because the more data I get, the better will be the thing that I can design and bring out to the world. So that would be fabulous. Thank you so much. Catch you later.